on Tuesday and showcase their process technology program, which can actually pay big bucks once you graduate. So it's a really good program, and it doesn't cost thousands of dollars to get into it either. So we're going to talk about that. But also, if you don't live in the Alvin communities, no worries. We have a number of other jobs available in the entire Southeast Houston or Southeast Texas region. So we have plenty of opportunities for you throughout the next half an hour. And now I'm going to bring in Michelle Castro from Workforce Solutions. Hey, Michelle, thank you for joining us once again.
Good morning, Nick. Thanks so much for having us. Workforce Solutions is so happy to be back. It was really great to see those stories on ABC13 Local-ish down in the Alvin area. Sarah Bose is a longtime member of our Gulf Coast Workforce Board, so it was great to have to see her and to share her story. We all think she's a pretty amazing person. And then to have Mr. Taylor with her to share his perspective. So that was great. And of course, Alvin Community College has been serving the community for years, many years. Lots of people, even in broadcasting, got their start there because it's been around for so long. So we're really excited that y'all are showcasing Alvin, and so we have some jobs in that Alvin area. But then keeping on that theme of second chances, I have a couple of resources to share for people who might have a criminal background, and a couple of places that they can turn to that can help them out with getting back to work.
And speaking of getting back to work, Michelle, we had some really good job reports today that came out, right? So it was it keeps moving in the right direction. You know, for so long we saw it going in the other direction, and now it's going in the right direction, right?
Exactly. So national claims, again, these are first-time claims from individuals who are filing for unemployment. And in the week ending October the 16th, the initial claims across the nation were 290,000. That's a really good number. It's down 6,000 from the week before. That's 2 weeks in a row that it's below 300,000. And it's getting really close to that pandemic benchmark of about 256,000. So that's looking good. And again, that 4-week average, which is kind of that trend line that we also look to keep out those little tiny peaks and valleys, is trending downward. That decreased by 10,500. Continuing claims are going down. And here in Texas, we saw decreases on both initial and continuing claims. So all of that is, again, moving in the right direction. So the numbers are looking good, and we are hopeful that this is giving people excitement about reentering the workforce, or maybe even finding a newer, better job if you're already employed.
And I know tomorrow we're going to get the latest jobs report for Texas in September, so we'll get an idea of how that looks. But you know, when I was talking to Parker Harvey, who's a principal economist there, you know, he said now if you're looking for work, there's never been a better time, because employers are increasing wages, they're offering incentives. So if you are looking for that newer, better job, this would be the time to do so. Is that what you know? Good advice for people, Michelle?
Absolutely. Right now is the time to take advantage of a good labor market. You know, we talk about jobs and the labor market in terms of supply and demand, that we as workers are the supply and employers are the demand. They are looking to acquire our professional services. So now is a really good time to take advantage of the market. It is providing some good opportunities. What we think we're going to see tomorrow, and in this work that Parker has done forecasting what our recovery is going to be like, he's going to tell us, I believe tomorrow, that we're going to add about 72,000 jobs over the course of 2020. So that's not a huge number. That's not like this surprising big number that we've seen before in the past when we've had some incredible highs and some incredible lows. But it's a steady Eddie kind of number. And so what I mean by that is that by the end of 2020, our job numbers, the number of jobs that are in the greater Houston region, will be back at where we were pre-pandemic. So there's a couple things to think about when we say that. One is that, yes, that's good. We're going to recover all of those jobs. But the other part of that is that it's been that by the time we get there, that will have been almost 3 years of a job market in flux. So the things that we want to think about are, how do we really take advantage of the fluctuations in this job market and use those to our advantage. So it's not just about changing jobs. Yes, you want to do that because you always want to continue to grow your career. But part of growing your career also means looking to see where you can polish up your skills. How can you make yourself more valuable to those buyers, to those employers who are looking to acquire your professional services? So again, still time to take advantage of all of the training opportunities, because the job market has shown us that work is changing. And so make sure that you are prepared to get the absolute most out of this dynamic job market right now, so that you can really set yourself up not only to earn higher wages now, but to continue to have those good increases throughout your career and in these coming years as the world of work continues to change.
I like the tease to tomorrow and getting a little preview. Tell Parker when you talk to him that I appreciate that. Getting a little ahead of the competition with numbers, that helps me out for tomorrow. Even though I'll be on Astros, but still, let's talk about jobs, because I know we've got a number of them, and if people are watching, they might want to know, okay, how can I apply for these positions? So go ahead and let's talk about the positions, and I'll walk people through it.
Absolutely. So today, again, we have lots of jobs that we want to talk about from the Alvin area to go along with the localish feature. So we have 5 employers in and around that Alvin area. They have 12 job postings, which equates for about 177 new job openings. And again, this is just the ones that we're going to talk about today. But we have thousands of job openings all across the greater Houston area in different types of industries, as well as different levels of jobs, all kinds of different salaries. So regardless of where you're starting from and where you want to be, Workforce Solutions can help you out. So that's why we have the ABC13 hotline. We can connect you with these jobs, or we can connect you with other job leads, regardless of where you are. And that ABC13 hotline number is 832-849-0480. Again, 832-849-0480. And again, we have a team of workforce professionals that are standing by, ready to help you do whatever it is you need to do to advance your career search. So reach out to them and give us a call. But if you're interested in any of the jobs that we're talking about today, there's several ways that you can connect with us. If you are on social media and want to stay on social media, you want to head on over to facebook.com/advancemycareer. That is the Workforce Solutions Facebook page. So again, facebook.com/advancemycareer. Once you get to the Workforce Solutions Facebook page, up across the top, just below that big picture, you'll see some tabs. You want to click onto the Jobs tab. Once you reach that Jobs tab, you'll see that we have quite a few offerings right there. Again, many in and around the Alvin area, as well as some in other parts of the greater Houston area. So once you see those, take a look at those. And if you're interested in any of them, hit the Apply Now button. And Terry said she wants to go first, so Terry says hello. Because
all right. Hey there, Terry.
Terry, when you hit that Apply Now button, you will start a conversation with Terry. Terry is going to make sure that we have all of your contact information true and correct, because when you hit the Apply Now button, it transfers all the information that you have in your Facebook profile. So again, that's going to be your email address, your phone number, because we want to connect you with a Workforce Solutions recruiter. We want that Workforce Solutions recruiter to be able to reach out to you today and start that conversation. The recruiter is going to talk to you to make sure that you have the skills and qualifications that the employer is looking for. Because again, remember, think of the recruiter as your friend on the inside. They really know what the employer is looking for. So our recruiters are going to talk to you, make sure that you have the skills and qualifications that that employer is looking for, and then they're going to set you up for an interview. If for any reason you are not qualified for that position, don't worry about it, because our Workforce Solutions team is going to continue to work with you to find you job leads that do match your skills and abilities and do match where you want to work and what you want to do with your career. So again, make sure that you have good contact information in your Facebook profile. And if you get a phone call from a strange number that doesn't necessarily say Workforce Solutions, pick up that call, because that could be our recruiters reaching out to you to get you moving forward on your next job. So that's if you're on social media. If you are on the web, you want to head over to wrksolutions.com/jobs now. Again, it's www.wrksolutions.com/jobs now. Or if you get to the homepage, there's a little jobs now button right up close to the top. Once you get to that Jobs Now page, you will see a number of hot job listings. These are all listings that employers are looking to fill in a relatively short amount of time. Over on the right-hand side, you will see the As Seen on ABC13 column. And these are the featured jobs that we're talking about today. These jobs are mostly in and around the Alvin area. Hover over those. When you see one of those job titles that is of interest to you, click on that. That link is going to take you directly to the mytxcareer.com website. That shows the complete job listing. So all the details about it. It tells you who the employer is, where the employer is, the details of what they are looking for from the prospective job candidate. It gives you the wage information and anything else in there in terms of qualifications, preferred qualifications. So you really want to take a look at that, because it gives you insight into what they're looking for and how you can really prepare yourself once you land that interview. So that's if you're on the web at wrksolutions.com/jobs now. Then of course you can always reach out to us via email. Send us a copy of your resume at jobs@wrksolutions.com, or again, give us a call at 832-849-0480. That number is open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. We can help you with any of your job search needs, but if you're interested in one of these jobs and you want to talk to somebody about it, give us a call right there.
And I always get to add that if you're going to call the ABC13 viewer hotline right here, 832-849-0480. It's not just about these job openings. It can be, I've learned a ton over the past year and a half. I think I'm ready to join Michelle at Workforce Solutions because I feel like I know the agency so well. But, this place doesn't just offer help with these jobs that we're going to be posting today. There is so much more. I know childcare is a big issue. They have childcare scholarships. There's also training opportunities. Maybe you got to get your HSE, your GED, or maybe you want to learn a new skill. There are so many different programs, and right now, because of the American Rescue Plan, there's a plethora of money, especially with childcare, with training. And if you're interested in any of that, please give this number a call. You're going to talk to a recruiter. It's free. These services are free. You can talk to a recruiter, explain what you're looking for, and they can help you with those services. So it's not just if you're looking for a job. Say you need interview practice. They can do that. They can work with you in virtual interviews. Need to maybe fine-tune your resume. They can do that as well. So please give them a call. Tell them Nick and the jobs lady Michelle sent you, and I'm sure they would love to hear from you. All right, Michelle, let's go over some of these jobs, because I know there are a number of them, and let's highlight some of them if people want to apply.
Absolutely. So we've talked about it before, how the school districts are still in need of personnel to keep those schools going. And Alvin ISD is no different. They are looking for a bus driver. So again, here, this can pay $18 an hour, minimal requirements. Of course, you do have to have a good driving record and pass a background check, because you're going to be transporting children. But this is a pretty good paying job at $18 an hour, not especially because it is 5 hours a day, and so you will. It's good. It's technically it's part-time, but pretty darn good for a part-time job.
And I think I saw a
There's
sign
another big.
yesterday in Alvin, by the way, that had a big giant sign on the bus saying now hiring. So you mentioned jobs that will get you hired yesterday. Yeah, this is one
Yep.
of them.
Exactly. I mean, and this is true really of just about any school district. They have a great need for workers at all levels, but those bus drivers become really crucial because if you don't have enough drivers, that means that kids are waiting longer. Sometimes they're late to school, and the last thing that we want to do is give our kids any more challenges when it comes to school, because for the last 2 years they've been dealing with enough stress and anxiety with the pandemic. So if you are in a position to take a bus driver position, definitely reach out to your local school district. And in particular, today we're recruiting for that Alvin area.
All right, I'll continue.
So another organization that is out in the Alvin area that has some really good jobs for office work is Empyrean Marketing. They are a call center. It's a really big call center out in the Alvin area. Those positions start at $14 an hour, but that's to get started. And so if you do well, they definitely promote from within. Yesterday, you talked to the folks at the process technology program at
Yep.
Alvin Community College. And so we have a number of positions that are related to that. There is a rail car repairman technician. There's a chemical plant loader. There's a machinist. So these are all examples of the kinds of jobs that are in and around that Alvin area, because again, you do have petrochemical processing that's at the southern end of Brazoria County, coming up on the water, where those where the pipelines and the ships and all that kind of intertwine. And so there's some really good opportunities in that arena. So if again you're interested in it, check out the position for warehouse technicians. That's for Freeport Petroleum Service Corporation. We need to place a chemical plant loader for Texas City Petroleum. That's the Texas City site, a rail car repair technician, and then again down in Sweeney, a chemical plant loader. The Team Industrial has at least 3 positions with multiple openings in each, and again they're looking for a CNC machinist, a manual machinist, and a heat track technician. So again, those are all available in and around that Alvin area. They're related to doing the work in the plants, and these are great opportunities again to get started. So maybe if you want to check these out, take one of the get started in the industry, see if it's something that you want to turn into a career, and then look into that process technology program that is out at Alvin Community College, because you can really build some amazing careers without necessarily getting a 4-year degree. That's the beauty of those workforce programs, is with a certificate or a 2-year associate's degree, you can get really good wages against, usually in the area of $70,000 a year to start, and that increases as you move up the ladder. It also increases if you do things like overtime, because there's lots of opportunity for that when those plants are working 24 hours a day, which sometimes they do. So taking advantage of that. And before we move on, 3 more positions out in the Alvin area. All of these are with UTMB, University of Texas Medical Branch. These are clinics that are in the Alvin area. They need an LVN, so a licensed vocational nurse. They have openings for a patient services technician as well as a medical assistant. And all of these are in the Alvin area at a UTMB clinic. So if you are interested in those positions, again, reach out to us, whether it's on Facebook, through the website, email or telephone, basically anything, including a carrier pigeon, and we'll help you get connected to these positions, because our employers really do want to hire quickly, and especially the employers that work with us on the ABC13 virtual job fair, because they have need and they understand that we make these connections very quickly so that people can get back to work. And again, just one last reminder on this, we're looking at bringing, you've seen that the number of job openings that we bring forward every week is getting a little bit smaller, but we do this because we're really increasing the wages. So the lowest paying job this week was $14 an hour, but most of them were at like $15.75 an hour to start, just to start. So we're really listening to the viewers who want us to focus on getting them jobs with better wages. And so that's what we're doing every week when we come back for the virtual job fair.
And Michelle mentioned the process technology program. So if you got to watching our job fair via our website and you're on that story, there's actually a link directly to the program right there in the story. If you're streaming us right now on the app, if you go to ABC13.com and you click on the virtual job fair story, within that story you can find information, takes you right to the process technology page over there at Alvin Community College. And that 2-year degree, if you're in district there, is like $4,000. So you spend $4,000 and you could get a job graduating there after 2 years and make, on average, about $68,000. So it's a pretty good return on investment. And I got to meet some of the students, and it was great to hear why they wanted to do this. One said she wanted money to buy boats, and she wants that lifestyle where she can buy a boat. And another woman has a special needs child who's going to be living with them the rest of her life, so they needed a good, stable job where they could support their family. So it was really interesting to talk to all of them. So again, if you want to apply, you want to learn more about that program, just click right on the information on our website. All right, Michelle, I know we're running a little short on time, but let's, I know you have some other things that you want to talk about. If you want to highlight some of those before we get going.
I will do this quickly. A reminder that talking about a return on your investment, if you need help with any of the scholarship applications, don't hesitate to reach out to Workforce Solutions. That is definitely something the folks at the ABC 13 hotline can help you navigate. We can help you apply for a Workforce Solutions scholarship to help cover that tuition. If you don't qualify for ours, we'll definitely help you look for other scholarship opportunities. And don't forget, if you have kids and you are going to school, we can help you offset the cost of your child care as well. So again, lots of resources. If you want to make a change in your career, now is definitely the time to do it. Real quickly before we go, a couple of things that I wanted to bring to the viewers. You talked to Sarah Bouts and to Mr. Taylor, who had been in prison. So I thought it relevant to bring two more resources. One is Turnaround Houston. This is a virtual resource and job fair that Workforce Solutions is going to host for the city of Houston. Turnaround Houston was an initiative that Mayor Turner started a few years back to help people re-enter the workforce, people who have been in jail, in prison, get reconnected with employment. We probably don't think about this a lot, but 1 in 3 people in the U.S. have a criminal record. And with 9 out of, I think, 10 employers doing background checks, that can be a real inhibitor to people getting a new job. So check out the resources. All you have to do is head on over to WRKsolutions.com, go to the calendar of events, and you'll find the link. So that runs all weekend. It starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. The employers and the resource vendors will be live from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., but through the whole weekend, you'll be able to go in and visit those virtual booths. So take advantage of that. The other resource that I wanted to share is a new resource. It's called Clear Your Record, harriscounty.org. I know that's a mouthful, but if this resource is right for you, it's worth it. So again, www.clearyourrecord, harriscounty.org. Beauty about this is that the Beacon has developed this online tool where people can find out if they are eligible to have their criminal records sealed. So again, you have people who have backgrounds and it inhibits them from being able to land a job. And so if that is the case for you, go on over to clearyourrecord.harriscounty.org. It's free to use. What it does is it walks you step by step to determine if you are eligible to have your record sealed. And if that is the case, then it walks you through the process of doing that yourself so that you can save probably about $3,000, which is what it would cost you if you hired an attorney to do this. And again, it gives you all the information so that you can see what's possible for you. And then again, you can do it yourself. So it's really about giving you the power to make a step forward in your career and get rid of those hindrances that are keeping you from advancing your career. And again, because if if what's in the past is in the past, let's focus on moving forward, taking advantage of a good job market. And again, employers need workers. So if this is going to be the difference in you getting not just a job, but maybe even a good job, check it out. If you need help navigating it, again, call us. We'll help you get connected.
All right. Thank you, Michelle, very much. And thank you for everyone who joined us. Alvin is always a great place to go and visit down there off Highway 6. So, home to, it's important time, Nolan Ryan, baseball. So it's always a fun place to go down. Also home to Nathan Evaldi, right, Charlie Butera? That's right. But he's a Red Sox pitcher, so we don't talk about him right now. We talk about Nolan Ryan. So, all right. Thank you, everyone. And we will see you again next Thursday with Workforce Solutions. Michelle, you have a fantastic weekend. And to all of you, take care and go Stros. Right, Michelle?
Go Stros.
That's right.
Go
Okay.
Stros. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
One second, Michelle.